Hey, what's going on, guys? What's going on? My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins, and welcome to drboycetv.com, the home for intelligent Black people. I want to tell you guys about something that I just received in my email about a singer by the name of Victory Boyd. Victory Boyd was scheduled to sing at the season opener for the NFL. And I just read a report that basically says that she was fired by the NFL at the last minute. She had a once in a lifetime deal, was going to sing in front of millions of people, and they just fired her from the gig because she wouldn't get the shot. And I'm not gonna say the V word because y'all know the V word will get you banned on social media. I had a big problem with YouTube last week because I had Dr. Christina Parks on. You guys remember that? So I won't say the V word today. So we got to find other words to use. So I'll say the shot, and y'all know what I mean when I talk about getting the shot. And what's really fascinating about this is that Victory and her family, they're very religious. They're very strong Christians. I know her father, John, and I was very surprised that the NFL did make an allowance for her. What happened with Victory in the NFL was she was scheduled to sing. Now, in case you don't know about Victory, she's such a great singer. She actually wrote songs on Kanye West's last album, Jesus is King. I believe they won a Grammy for that album. And she also is such a great singer that she sang for Jay-Z, and Jay-Z literally right on the spot signed her to Roc Nation. So she became super famous, and I'm proud of Victory because Victory became famous partly on this platform. We put her on our social media, and I told you all that we have to support the artists we believe in. Well, we supported Victory, and now Victory is singing with Jay-Z and singing all around the world, and she sings like an angel. And she's actually coming to the 2021 All Black National Convention if you want to come to the convention with us. But anyway, so I got a word that she was going to perform in the first game between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. And lo and behold, they come back and they say, well, everybody on the field has to have the shot. Now, that was fascinating to me because I thought in Florida that they'd made that illegal. I know that in Florida, apparently that's not something that is typically required. They'll make some sort of allowance. So her family, from what I understand, basically said, "Look, for religious reasons, we can't do that. Do you have an exemption? And can she get a test? She's going to be in open air. She's not going to be indoors. Now, pay attention now. She's not going to be inside. She's not. She can be socially distanced from everybody else around. She could take a test. She could even wear a mask all the way up until the moment she starts singing. She could wear a mask right until the moment she sings. And the NFL said no. This really surprised the heck out of me, and I was really stunned by by that fact, and it kind of blew my mind. So, I kind of thought it was interesting to kind of bring this up. And here's what's going on right now, and I want you all to kind of understand what's happening. You're kind of in an era of what I think will be a form of medical, or excuse me, economic apartheid. Economic apartheid is where certain people will be able to get jobs, certain people won't. I took a survey amongst you guys, and over two-thirds of you, I took the survey for Dr. Christina Parks, who you saw on this platform, who, by the way, got our Your Black World channel. It got banned for a week, in case you're on Your Black World. And make sure you subscribe to our Black-owned media because, we have to find ways to get in touch with each other because they're shutting down platforms. But at yourblackworldtv.com, if you go there, you'll notice we were banned for a week. We couldn't do any content for a whole week because I put Dr. Park's interview up there. But I felt like people needed to hear from her. She's a PhD in cell and molecular biology from the University of Michigan, who was testifying before Congress. Why in the world are people like Dr. Park suddenly seen as medical misinformation? That's insanity to me. I just don't get that. I mean, maybe you can refute her. Maybe you can provide a counter argument. I have no idea. I just didn't get it. But anyway, but I ran the interview anyway because I feel like there needs to be an open conversation. And two-thirds of you, I did a survey for Dr. Parks. She asked me to send her the data. Two-thirds of you have said you're not going to get the shot. Now, give me a yes or no in the chat if you have gotten the shot or haven't, or if you want to get it or don't want to get it. Give me a yes or no in the chat. Yes if you want it, no if you don't. I'd be curious to see what that looks like. Now, I am not a person to tell you what to do. I'm not here to do that. I am here to tell you that you have rights. So the only thing I'll tell you to do is to exercise your right, make the best decision for your family. And for some reason, there are people who think I'm harming you by telling you to be free and to make your own choice. Yeah, and here's the thing. I think that, and I read an article. It's in the Epoch Times. I think that's one of the few media outlets that covered it. Mainstream media probably won't really cover this, right? So that's why places like Your Black World TV, which I hope you'll subscribe. That's why those outlets are very important, because I think this story needs to be heard. But what was really fascinating about it is that the NFL just didn't make any other accommodation. They said, look, if you go on the field, you have to have the shot. And I think that that's worth a lawsuit. I don't know about y'all, but I mean, I'm not a lawyer, but I'm wondering, is that something that lawyers should sue on? Because I'm still utterly fascinated by how, look, if you got the shot and you feel safe because you got the shot, then why are you afraid of people who didn't get the shot? That just doesn't make any sense to me. Unless you're saying it doesn't protect you, unless you're saying that you can still get sick, unless you're saying that it can still harm you, right? So I'm not. Somebody says B Fox says tell us what you're going to do, Dr. Watkins. I think that's a great comment to make, and let me tell you what I'm going to do. You want me to tell you what I'm going to do? Y'all want to know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to exercise my right to say to all of you listening, it's none of your damn business. And I personally think everybody should copy. Everybody, if you want, if you for one moment, I will be a little bit like a black leader. I'm not trying to be your leader. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. But the one thing I will tell you to do is do what's best for you. So everybody practice saying none of your damn business. If somebody asks your status, you say none of your business. And that's what I say. You don't have a right to ask me what I'm gonna do. Because I got family members who got the shot. I have family members who didn't. And you're not going to shame me either way. I refuse to accept that, right? Because I can understand it's a complex issue. There are some people, there you go, Nunya, Nunya. Everybody type Nunya in the chat. Nunya. Nunya means that this is America and I can make my own decision. And if you somehow think that my personal decision that affects my health is somehow going to harm you, then then get out of my face with that nonsense. Get your little shot. If your shot if you don't feel safe after you get the shot, then why are you getting the shot? That's what I don't understand. That's the part that still baffles me, is that somehow you feel that even after you got your shot, you should be afraid of people who didn't get their shot. Well, then that means you're telling me your shot did not protect you. Then why did you get it? Right? So Victory Boyd, who's a singer with Roc Nation, Kanye West, she wrote out songs on Kanye West album. I'm really proud of Victory and her family, not just because they're B1 and they're a beautiful Christian black family. All 9 of John's children sing together. They have a group called Infinity Song. And you should check them out, look them up, because they are amazing. They go viral every time they sing, and they have a black-owned family business. They're proud to be black. They started a lot. They started a big chunk of their fame on this platform, which makes me super excited. I saw them last week, and they're actually coming to the All Black National Convention. So that's going to be a topic of conversation at the convention this year. If you want to get tickets and passes for the convention, you can go to allblacknationalconvention.com. The URL's on the screen. It's October 29th through November 1st in Orlando, Florida. October 29th through November 1st, and we're going to have a panel called Pandemic Politics, and we got some really interesting people. And I specifically said I want people on the panel who see both sides of the issue. I am not an anti anything, right? I'm not even gonna say that V word, because y'all know what word I'm talking about. I don't want to be anti or pro anything, because I don't want to decide if I'm anti or pro without hearing all the information. And also, I don't want to decide if I'm anti or pro without acknowledging that a rational person can take both sides of this issue. The fact that people are taking another side than some of you are taking, that doesn't offend me. What offends me is the fact that there's one side that's not even allowed. And this is interesting. This is going to be interesting to observe. I'm not telling you what to do or judging. I'm just saying that this is going to be interesting, because another thing, the World Health Organization just said that virus has a lot of mutations, and they said it's probably going to be around for a long time. They've already conceded that they'll never eradicate it. It's going to be just like the flu. It's going to be all over the place, around forever. So here's my big question I would ask is, with all this talk about giving people a shot, all this money being made by telling people, get a shot, get a shot, get a shot, that's a concern to me, because I'm sitting there thinking, why aren't we talking about being healthy? Why aren't we talking about having a healthy immune system? Why aren't we realizing that even if you get the shot, I mean, it's already been proven that even if you get the shot, you're not safe. So the shot will not protect you from all them Dunkin' Donuts that you eating that's allowing you to get obese. The shot will not protect you from all the other things you might be doing that's making your immune system weak. Right? They've proven that. That's one thing everybody can agree on. So it seems to me that you need a more holistic solution to this very serious problem, as opposed to simply saying, get this shot, take this pill. Well, whenever you hear that, get this shot, get this pill, whatever, you're hearing big pharma talking. That's big pharma. I'm a finance professor. I know capitalism very well. I know that how capitalist incentives can cause people to create a problem and then make themselves into the solution. So again, if you did get the shot, I am not judging you. I promise you I'm not judging you. If you didn't get it, I'm not judging you. I just think that you have a right to say none yet. I don't think you have a right to ask somebody their status. Just like I can't ask a woman if she's pregnant if she's applying for a job with my company. I can't ask a person what their sexual orientation is, if they're gay or straight. I can't ask that if we're talking about a job. So I don't think you should be allowed to ask somebody what their vaccine. Well, see, I said the word. Damn it. I told you I was trying not to say the V word. See, now I'm gonna have the YouTube bots out here trying to send to me. So if y'all don't see me for a week, y'all know why. Because we got banned. So please subscribe to the platforms because this is an important time where we have to stay connected. If we do not remain connected, then they are going to shut this stuff down. But I'm not going to stop talking about it because I think we need to have a fair, open, and honest conversation about it. So, a Victory Boyd, I've heard from her family. I'm going to try to get her on the platform or her father or both to talk about what they went through with the NFL. Shame on the NFL with all those black athletes that you have who are, who come from families that don't trust the government. It's kind of ridiculous that they don't give any option other than injecting a substance in your body that you don't want injected there. That's an area where I have to say I believe in taking a stand. There's some hills that you have to be willing to kind of go down on, no matter what. And I'm very proud of their family for actually taking a stand on this issue. So we'll see how this goes. So that's pretty much all I want to share. So speaking of health, I'm about to go running with my wife so I can try to stay healthy and keep my immune system strong. And please subscribe to yourblackworldtv.com so we can stay connected. The Real Boyce Watkins, that's my Instagram. That's another pathway for connection we can maintain if they in case they decide to come and shut down our platforms. And also, I want to remind everybody that the All Black National Convention is coming up, and Victory and her dad, I've already talked to the family. They're already coming. So if you want to get your passes, you can go to allblacknationalconvention.com. It's in Orlando, October 29th through November 1st. And there's the URL on the screen, allblacknationalconvention.com. And you can get your discounted hotel at abnchotel.com. So I look forward to seeing you soon. Please hit the thumbs up, share, subscribe button on your way out. I will talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful day. Peace.